Right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I spy something new in the tank. What could it be? Alright, well, we finally, by we, I mean I, finally decided to hard cycle my tank again with fish. So I went out and bought some clownfish. Two really tiny ones. I mean, these are specks. The tank makes them look small, in addition to them actually being small. Yes, feeding in this 90-gallon is kind of an interesting challenge. Okay, so pretty much figured out what happened to my last fish that I put in here. You know, the clownfish I had for about 3 years. I shoved in this tank from the 10-gallon, and unfortunately they pretty much died from you know, their coats went bad, or their protective coats went bad due to the uncycled tank, and they died from fin rot, etc., etc. So, what caused that? Well, I put in my fish into this tank, which it's not bad. You know, people do fish cycles all the time. They use hardy fish, you know, chromies, or in my case, I tried doing the clownfish. But I guess that my clownfish were so used to being in a 10-gallon, and I was under the false impression that they were okay with my water quality of the 90-gallon, since it's coming from the same location, that I didn't take as long as I could have to drip them into the new system. And when I threw them in here, you know, I guess they were a little, not they as a fish, but their bacteria coat, or their slime coat, was a little shocked by the changes in the water column that eventually they gave in. And putting them back in the 10-gallon does not help with that. You just kind of have to let them suffer, as cool as that sounds. And I'm still a little bummed out about it, and I was at the point where I'm like, finishing school here in a year, gonna have to move somewhere far for the military, so we'll see what's going on. But we're gonna go ahead and set it up anyway. So as it currently stands, I don't think since my last update video I've changed much to the rocks. I just added the two. They were in the 10. I'm probably gonna leave the 10-gallon set up, since that's probably gonna be the tank I keep if I do decide to get rid of the 90. But I don't think I'll get rid of the 90. Now I'm looking at 55s and 75s, and I'm like, wow, there's nothing compared. They are nothing compared to like a bow front. It's just so nice to look at, so appealing to me. But I still have yet to mount the lights, so that's still going to be coming up next. I just wanted to wait to see if these two fish will survive before I add a couple more fish for cycling. I know in a 90-gallon you need probably about 5 or 6. I just didn't want to end up with any fish that I did not want to keep, so I just went ahead and bought the clownfish. And I dripped these guys over a course of like an hour and a half to almost 2 hours to get them comfortable with the water column. And they've been behaving well. They've been eating. I didn't eat the first day, but you know, I turned the pump off and kind of trickled the water, or trickled the food into the water column with my fingers right about here. You know, we'll call this rock the Simba rock, or the Lion King rock, maybe, I don't know. Pretty cool. But yeah. Maybe I'll name one Mufasa, or other characters from the Lion King, and we'll just call this the Prairie here. It's this fish tank's name, the Prairie. Anywho, so that's the update. Down low, I haven't done any changes. Let me open this up here. Sorry. Haven't done... Alright, there it is. Haven't done much down here that I haven't already showed you guys. Still running the lights. Added my media from the 10-gallon in here in hopes that it would cycle the water column. So I was originally planning on doing a fishless cycle after my fish passed, just so I didn't have to bother losing more fish. And went ahead and tested the water, and you know, I found out that the water column had initially cycled but then stopped after my fish had passed. And I strongly feel that a fishless cycle, even with dosing the fish, or dosing the water with bacteria from a little bottle, even using the live media from my 10 gallon, which isn't much, but it's still something, and even ghost feeding for that bacteria to develop didn't help. So we'll see how long this takes. I know with 2 small fish of that size is going to be, you know, a month and a half, whatever. I don't know, but I'm going to hopefully be adding some more fish here in about a week, 2 weeks time. I don't know what fish to get yet. I would like something colorful, but all the fish that I really want to end up with, like flame angels and whatnot, are going to be not good to cycle a tank with. So I might just go get some chromies or something else to kind of just cycle and then trade back in for whatever I do decide to go. But I'm still using my own RODI. I'm still mixing the salt with Reef crystals, and the water quality is still, you know, as you can see, is crystal clear. I haven't done a water change at all since I set it up. I've just been topping off with fresh water, and hopefully we'll get this thing on the road here. I'm still looking at the Spectra lights as my lighting. I'll probably get two smaller units as opposed to the one long unit, and I don't know if I want to hang them from the roof or from the sidewall, but that's my mind, or what I'm thinking in my mind for the 90 gallon. And for the 10 gallon, I'm about to do an update video right now, so I'll cut it short here. But sorry, you know, I haven't uploaded any videos lately. I just haven't had much to show you guys. You know, the 90 gallon has still been cycling, but there's been a lot of success in the 10 gallon, which I'll go into now. But thanks for tuning in, guys, and have a good one.